Okay, can we do roll call, please?
Kim Crumper.
Here.
April Fabella. Here. Ronnie Maines. Bob Perry.
Here.
Rick Skinner.
Here.
Jenna Smith. Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. I call the meeting to order, July 21st, 2026. Welcome guests and visitors. I hope everybody had a chance to sign in as they came in. If not, please do so. We'll start off with the invocation by Councilor Skinner and then the pledge of allegiance.
So Lord, we just come to you, thank you for the day you've given us, thank you for the rain. We just are so thankful, Lord, for that. We're thankful that the storms passed us with no damage. We just pray that, Lord, you be with all our residents as they work through what they need as far as their needs, and that the city will be there to help them in their needs. We just pray, Lord, that decisions made tonight will be for the good of the community and for our citizens. We just pray you would watch over all our servicemen and all the conflicts around the world. Be with us, watch over us. These things we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Just a couple announcements. Grant County Fair starts July 27th through the 1st of August. I think it starts at 6 o'clock on the 27th and goes through. Our next regular council meeting will be Monday, August 3rd at 6 o'clock. So I have for announcements, update, a couple of things here. First of all, I hope everybody did okay with the storm this afternoon. I think we did get lucky. It was headed our way hard, but I think for the most part, lucked out. We did get a lot of rain. I want to talk about the Republic trash situation. I just want the residents to know that I recognize there are still ongoing issues with the Republic services and the trash collection. Over the past several weeks, we have continued to receive reports of missed garbage pickups, delays in delivery of trash containers, and other related concerns. I have met and have spoken to county officials. Whether you know it or not, the Republic trash contract is through an interlocal agreement with the county. Actually, is Dry Ridge, Crittenden, Williamstown, and I think Corinth is involved. I'm not positive, but the contract is actually with the county. So the recourse that the city has is limited to what we can do, but I have spoken to the fiscal court judge, and there will be a meeting, I believe, next week sometime with Republic to, and the mayors will be there to, first of all, give our concerns and our issues and try to get a commitment from them to, you know, at least tell us what the heck is going on. So, because right now the communication is no. So I will continue to keep the council and the residents informed as I get more information, and I'll report back. Last week, the city experienced a significant water main break on Roselawn Drive. Unfortunately, the break occurred in front of a residence that has experienced this same type of failure, I think, 3 out of the last 4 years. And understandably, the affected resident is frustrated, to say the least, by the repeated disruptions. The existing water line serving this area on Roselawn, from what I've gathered, dates back as early as the 1960s and has reached a point where continuous spot repairs are no longer the most practical or cost-effective solution. So I'm recommending that we move forward with replacing, and this is not written in stone, but approximately 200 to 250 feet of water main in this section of Roselawn Drive. And although this may require a capital investment, I believe it is the responsible course of action to provide a permanent solution for these residents. and reduce future emergency repairs and better protect the health, safety, and quality of life of our residents. I do not have any hard costs yet to what this would cost to do. I have approximate, but I'm waiting for more figures to come in, and I'll keep the council up to date on that. But this is something that, you know, there's one particular resident, it's literally happened to them 3 out of the last 4 years, and I certainly understand their frustration. Yes?
Question. If we're going to do that, would it be worth doing the whole street?
My answer would be, I don't think so, because
Okay.
the cost would be prohibitive.
Because I'm sure it's the same lines been in.
Well, from what I've been told, there's 2 lines coming in, one from one and one from the other.
Oh, okay.
So it's not affecting the whole
Okay.
street. It is affecting a good part of it. And I'll have more information as I get it.
Okay.
But I did go down there the other day, and it's a mess. Last week, I joined several local officials in meeting with representatives from the Kentucky Division of Emergency Management, FEMA, and other state agencies. So the state has, for lack of a better word, combined the damages from the recent flooding of the state and the storm/tornado that happened recently, and have put forth a claim. So I was able to gather all the costs, labor, equipment, contracts, usage, and give all that information to Tyler Grant, who's the County Emergency Management Director. And we feel pretty good. We'll get some money back from the expense that was occurred. I believe the state, I talked to Tyler today, the state met its minimum, the county met its minimum, and certainly Williamstown met its minimum. So more to come on that as I hear more.
Did you get a total cost of what it finally cost the city?
I have a good approximate cost. You want to hear that? It's
Yeah.
about $300,000.
I figured it'd be half a million.
Yeah. And I can get you that breakdown. I have it. Actually, I have copies. I forgot to bring them.
That's okay. Just get a copy when you
All
can.
right. Web Park update. So what the work on Web Park has finally begun. The asphalt company was in there this week, today laying down asphalt. The fence has been taken away, asphalt has been laid. I don't know if they finished it today, but within 2 weeks, they'll put the fencing back. And then it'll take the asphalt about 30 days to cure, if you will. And then the company from, I think it's Lexington, are coming down and we'll put the stripes in and the lines for the pickleball and the tennis. So we're about 30 days away from that being, maybe 45 days away from it being completed. Last update, I want to give an update on the Water Department Superintendent search. As you know, I asked the Northern Kentucky Ad to assist us with that search to make sure that we found the best candidate possible. I believe 17 candidates applied throughout the Commonwealth. They narrowed it down for me to 2 top candidates. They are currently going through background, and I will interview them with a panel starting next week, and hopefully we'll have a new superintendent very soon. And I'll keep everybody updated on that. Any questions on my update at all? Concerns? Okay. You have in front of you the superintendent's reports. Did you have any questions or concerns on them? Please state some.
Well, I was disappointed that I didn't see more information from the electric department and street department, mainly on the storm damage and what was done. I mean, I'm glad we found out it was 300,000 because I was curious. But as far as their overtimes and the issues they had and if they needed other things, you know, a lot of times in emergencies when you find out, well, we wish we had this or that, and I just was disappointed that, especially the electric department, you know, and saying the electric was out the whole town. I mean, yeah, there were a lot of different issues and different reasons the electric was out, but
Yeah.
a little more detail, or a lot more detail would have been nice, in my opinion.
Anyone else? To your point is well taken, Rick. I think when I gave you that document with the breakdown of the cost, you'll see that piece.
I was kind of thinking it might be in this, so that made me feel a lot better, that they at least compiled something to give to you
Yeah.
for emergency management,
Yeah.
you know.
Anyone else?
On the electric, is Mega Mart, is that, he's got Mega Mart and Williamstown schools as upcoming projects. Is that something new, or is that Casey's that he didn't know the name, or?
I believe that's Casey's, yes.
Okay, all right.
It could be the, yeah, I believe it is Casey's, but it also could be the, I think it's a Shell going across
Yeah,
the street.
the current
And it could be the Shell.
The current
Okay.
I think that's
email.
Mega Mart, Shell is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what, I hadn't heard officially for sure, and so I wanted, if somebody knew, thank you both.
Okay. Any other discussion on the superintendent's report? Okay, we'll move along. Old business, corrections, approval of minutes from the regular council meeting of July 6, 2026.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Is there a second?
I'll second it, Mayor.
Any, motion made by Councilor Skinner, seconded by Councilor Perry. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, roll call, please.
Kim Crumper.
Yes.
April Sabella.
Yes.
Bob Perry.
Yes.
Rick Skinner.
Yes.
Jenna Smith.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed, thank you. Continuing on old business, second reading of ordinance 2026-07, amending the Williamstown Lake ordinance. Mr. Morgan?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Members of the council, this is ordinance number 2026-07. This is the ordinance that is designed to accurately reflect that the city of Williamstown is the entity in charge of deciding who may dredge on Lake Williamstown. This is on page 12 of this ordinance. This makes an addition to that, to 2026-05 in this ordinance, number 2026-07, wherein on section 90, section 395.11, and then it is subsection G, under the use of water. It's currently the ordinance says no dredging shall be permitted on or in Lake Williamstown. But to make this more accurately reflect, as has been pointed out by council, this should say a person shall not be permitted to dredge on or in Lake Williamstown without the express written consent of the city. And that's what the ordinance is proposed to read. That's what the second reading of this ordinance is for, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Is there a motion to accept and put into ordinance 2026-07, amending the Williamstown Lake ordinance?
I'll make that motion, Mayor.
Motion made by Councilor Perry, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Councilor Fabella. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, roll call, please.
Kim Crupper,
Yes.
April Fabella,
Yes.
Bob Perry.
Yes.
Rick Skinner,
Yes.
Jenna Smith.
Yes.
Motion passes, thank you. We now move on to the second reading of the ordinance 2026-08, accepting the 2025 supplemental code of ordinances. Mr. Morgan?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Members of the council, this ordinance number 2026-08 is a cleaning effort by the compiler of the ordinances, American Legal Publishing in Cincinnati. And what this is designed to do is to just clarify or tighten up, rather, various ordinances that are in Williamstown's ordinances. It's not changing anything, rather it's just rearranging or renumbering ordinances as they appear in the ordinance publications. So this is to supplement the Code of Ordinances as recommended and submitted by American Legal Publishing of Cincinnati, and that this would take effect immediately.
And this happens every year.
That's correct, sir.
Is there a motion on the table?
I'll make a motion to accept that.
Motion made by Councilor Fabella, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Councilor Smith. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, roll call, please.
Kim Crupper,
Yes.
April Fabella.
Yes.
Bob Perry.
Yes.
Rick Skinner.
Yes.
Jenna Smith.
Yes.
Motion passes, thank you. Next is second reading of ordinance 2026-09, creating and establishing a bid for the sale and distribution of natural gas. Mr. Morgan?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Members of the council, this is the recall or reissuance, rather, of this ordinance that was passed in March of this year. Simply put, the notice of publication was missed, and this just has to be refiled so that the gas company that currently has the franchise gets this notice of publication and can resubmit it to the Public Service Commission and get this on the time frame that is required under Kentucky law. This will not change any of the franchise terms that were passed in March, and really those were largely the same, except for getting, at council's request, there were the franchise or the gas company, Duke Gas Company, is required now to provide information to Williamstown about its services and the limits of those services and availability, which had not been in the previous franchise ordinance. But this is merely to get these on this time frame, and so with the clerks, assuming this passes, we will have this publication made and then notify the gas company.
And then we extended, what, 45 days this time for them to
Yes, sir.
do that then? Is there a motion on the floor?
Make a motion.
Kim, you motion?
Yeah.
Motion made by Councilor Cropper, is there a second?
Second.
By Councilor Perry. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, roll call, please.
Kim Crupper.
Yes.
April Fabella.
Yes.
Bob Perry.
Yes.
Rick Skinner.
Yes.
Jenna Smith.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes, thank you. We will go on to new business. First thing on the new business is a first reading of ordinance 2026-10, fiscal year 2025-26 budget amendment. Normally, these amendments are made before the next fiscal year. Being as this last year was as chaotic as it was, as we were trying to catch up from the clerk's point of view, I think Crystal did a great job and her team catching up, but was not able to put this together during the budget process. So we decided to wait until after July, which is, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. In this budget amendment, you have a memo by Crystal where she goes on to explain some revenues were increased from the projected budget from 2025-26. Most notably was the occupational payroll tax collection, which increased our total general revenue. This council did vote to spend slightly over $200,000 for the Welcome Center, and also $30,000 for the audio system for the speakers downtown. That was all done in 25-26. That was not originally budgeted for. Also, the garbage expense and pickup was increased due to just, I don't know, increase from $350 to $395. The other piece to this was for the cable department, which we're asking for a pilot to cover $90,000 in the cable department. And she explains in her memos some of those reasoning. At some points, we paid in 25-26 bills that were due in 24-25 that were not paid. They were carried over. One of them being royalties. Keep in mind, each month royalties bills about $50,000 that was not paid in the fiscal year that it was supposed to, and this is previous administration, previous clerk. There was also a dual system going on at the same time. One was the, for lack of a better word, legacy cable, and one was the IPTV Extreme, which we thought the legacy would stop somewhere around September, October. It did not, due to the vendor not delivering the set-top boxes to the city. Therefore, we were not able to get them out to the customers until January, February. So that also mounted in some duplicate spending and expenses. That, by the way, has, I believe, stopped for the most part. There might be one or two here and there. I say one or two, it could be 8 to 10, but for the most part, that is not the case. And those are the reasons why for the budget amendment request. And this is just the first reading. You have the backup in your packet on this. If you have any questions at this point, I'll do my best to answer them for you.
Crystal, I appreciate the memo. It helped me out a lot, understand what was going on. Just one thing, a typo in the ordinance itself, 2000,700 to get changed there on the Welcome Center. Just, but I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And then also working with Jordan. I appreciate you doing that, watching out, you know, in a few months from now, we'll check again. I appreciate it.
Yeah, me and him's gonna get together hopefully here within the next few months to check everything and see.
Are there any other initial questions? We'll have a second reading.
Crystal, since your estimated fund balances are changing considerably from the 25-26 What kind of an impact is that gonna have on your 26-27 budget?
It shouldn't have, because we should start getting money in for that. The electric changed so much because we had to pay bills for that grant.
I understand
So we
that.
should start getting some of that back. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna affect it.
Okay.
Hopefully now I'm to a point where we're not waiting until the last minute to do all of this, so we can come back sooner and I can give you all an update of what's going on and what we need to do.
All right.
So, 665, is that what you think's coming back from the grant so far?
So you all, if you look, you all had only approved the 325, which was our part of the matching grant.
Okay,
So so most of that should be,
So anything
If
over
not all.
that 325 will
Will
be
be
reimbursed
reimbursed.
from the grant.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
But it's money we had to put out in advance.
yeah, our part of that grant that Joe got was just that 325. So I didn't account for none of the grant in the new budget, because that's kind of hard to do. But once we start getting the money flowing in, I think it'll keep coming in to take care of that.
Okay,
Well, it should.
It should,
Yeah.
yeah, we did pay out the 325?
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. We've actually paid out that 665 that you see for the grant.
All right,
So we'll get all of it back, but that 325.
Which came out as depreciation, correct? Any other questions? I'm sure you'll have some for next meeting. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to go into executive session pursuant to KRS 61.8101G, discussion regarding a business entity concerning a specific proposal as open discussions would jeopardize the siting, retention, expansion, or upgrading of the business. Also, under KRS 61.8101F, discussion or hearings which might lead to the appointment, discipline, or dismissal of an individual employee.
I'll make a motion.
Motion made by Councilor Skinner. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
By Councilor Fabella. Discussion on the motion? Roll call?
Kim Crumper,
Yes.
April Fabella,
Yes.
Bob Perry, Rick Skinner,
Yes.
Jenna Smith.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be in exec session.
Okay.
It's cool in here.
Yeah, it's cool. I
Just
gotta
my
say,
age.
no, it's chilly, Bob. I agree with you. It's cool. We leave the room and the room cools off.
Oh, look what I found. I have them right here.
How about you? It's all right.
Oh, wow.
Here we go, Bob.
I got.
Well, I figured
You
my
need
house,
one too?
I use Hulu.
I'm not sure they've given me opportunity
when they first went to this system, we had nothing like this. They
Oh,
just
thank
handed you the remote and said,
Yes.
you're on
Good
your
luck.
own. And I did not tell them.
I think
that.
they all know.
Oh, see,
Okay.
I have a Roku remote, but I'll
Oh,
still
nice.
have to take this to my parents.
Oh,
But these will be
So I
good to
guess
have.
I need to buy the remote,
Yep.
Thank
right?
you. It's a work in progress.
It is.
And I do, I appreciate all the customer service. They do a great
For the most
job.
part, they come out same day.
Oh, they do, they do a great job, and I appreciate that.
Okay, can I have a motion to come back out of executive session to regular session?
So move, Mayor.
Moved by Counselor Perry, is there a second? Seconded by Counselor Favela. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Kim Cropper.
Yes.
April Favela.
Yes.
Bob Perry.
Yes.
Rick Skinner.
Yes.
Jenna Smith. Yes.
Okay, motion carries. We are back in session. No votes were taken, no decisions made. Can I get a motion for council consideration approval to authorize the mayor to enter into a lease agreement with Williamstown Schools regarding leasing the NKU building? Does it have to be?
I can make that motion.
Motion made by Counselor Skinner, is there a second?
Second it.
By Counselor Perry, is any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, roll call please.
Kim Cropper.
Yes.
April Favela.
Yes.
Bob Perry.
Yes.
Rick Skinner.
yes.
Jenna Smith.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries, thank you so much. Anybody wanna, anything? Motion to adjourn, please?
I'll make the motion to adjourn, Mayor.
By Counselor Smith, second by Counselor Cropper. Roll call?
Kim Cropper.
Yes.
April Favela.
Yes.
Bob Perry.
Yes.
Rick Skinner.
Yes.
Jenna Smith.
We are adjourned, thank you.